Hey, what's going on, guys? Your boy, formerly known as Mortis Blacks, soon to be known to you guys again as To Live and Die, my new newbie account name. I figured I'd bring you guys some old PK footage while I drop a little commentary over just to tell you guys a few things that I like and do not like about the new RuneScape interface. I mean, it's actually pretty good. I mean, it's not revolutionary in any way, shape, or form. I mean, in terms of RuneScape, yes, it is revolutionary, but on the whole, like to compare to other MMOs, I mean, it's really not revolutionary. Other games have been doing it for years. RuneScape is just finally attempting to catch up with them. I mean, the pros are, I mean, you can pretty much set your interface up however you want to. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I've actually played around with it for a little while, and I mean, it is fantastic. I mean, you can move things here and there. It seems a little confusing at first, but it's really not. Hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll be able to bring you guys kind of a, I mean, not really a how-to, just, I mean, kind of got to show you guys, I mean, a few of the little, little nuances with setting up your own interfaces and kind of show you guys like the way I have mine set up. I mean, it'll just be one of those things. So I should be able to bring you guys a little bit of that in the next 3 or 4 days on my newbie account. I kind of give you guys a a once over of the new interface system and breakdown of the Battle for Lumbridge World event for those of you guys who haven't taken part in it or who are still kind of gray on the concept of it. I'll kind of give you guys a walkthrough on that from what I've discovered while I've been doing it on my main account. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, the pros are really, really good. I mean, it is very, I mean, entertaining. It is clean. That's the best part about it. The interface is really clean. But the cons are, I mean, as you guys can see the screen now, like I like to have all my vital information front and center, like only game information, so I can see, when I'm stunned, if my stun was effective, things like that, my quick prayers, my abilities, and the target information and my personal information as far as buffs, status effects, things like that. I try to keep all that front and center. With the new interface, this screen that you guys are looking at on the right with my opponent's information and my information no longer exists. They do not have that. That's the first con. So I mean, you have like your buffs will pop up on the screen wherever you set them to, and then your opponent's stats and buffs and debuffs appear over their head, along with their weaknesses and things like that. So it's going to take some getting used to, but I will attempt to get back to the level that I was. I tried a little PK the other day, did not go so well because of con number 2. Like my action bar is mapped to all numbers with the exception of the minus and the equal sign, but those numbers are not the traditional numbers across the top of the keyboard. I use the keypad to the right of the keyboard. Now, with that being said, that keypad, for some reason, the new interface isn't coded to allow that keypad to be used as hotkeys. So I'm going to have to find me 12 new buttons to use, which my typing skills suck, so I'll probably die a lot until I get used to the other keys that I'm going to use. I haven't decided which ones I'm going to use because most of the other keys on the keyboard already have a purpose. And then and bringing up your task list, bringing up your mini map, things like that. Like over half the other keys on the keyboard already have a purpose. So I'm going to have to find me some that I could get in there and actually make work for myself. I mean, it's not going to be easy because I've been doing this with the keypad on the right for about 7 months now. So I'm going to have to put some effort into getting used to either the numbers across the top or 12 different keys that are actually like letters. I mean, the keypad to the right worked perfectly because it was 3 columns wide, 3 columns high, and then I had the 0. My thumb would always sit on the 0. That was my food because that's the key I needed to press the most. So I'm going to have to find a new strategy for my PK, and it's going to take some getting used to. That's con number 2. Con number 3 is that the targeting information above your opponent's head and your head, in fact, actually lags a little bit because I actually died when the green bar, the bar over my head actually showed about 1/3 of my life still left. But with the information on the top of your action bar, which is your actual health, that was 0. So I was red barred. I was dead. But looking at the screen, I wasn't. And then I actually killed someone who had some health left, judging by the screen, but in reality he was dead. So I mean, hopefully there's a bug that they're going to get fixed, and hopefully the keypad to the right is a bug that they're going to get fixed. I mean, the status is not on the screen. I mean, that's not really a big deal. I've gotten used to PKing. I mean, I can adjust to that. I like looking at it so I can see what's going on, and I can plan my attack. But I mean, it's not really a big deal. I can deal with that, and they do still show up, just not as often. So it's just something that I'm going to have to work around. Another thing that, I mean, it's not really bad. It's actually okay. Like when you click on the menus, you have like these driving lanes. It's gonna be better when I make the next video. I mean, but you guys that have played know exactly what I'm talking about. Like when you click on the menus, like to the right side where the backpack is traditionally, they all have like drop down menus. So if you click on like the main box, it pops up big in the middle of the screen. You know, you can do what you want to, and you can close it out. If you click on one of the sub boxes, they actually pop up. It's like a little scroll bar with your backpack. So you can have like your backpack, all your different ability tabs, as far as melee, range, magic, defense. You can have your prayers up there. You can have your worn equipment. You can have your friend list up there. Like you'll just have to scroll through it all. I think you can have like 4 or 5 of them up there at a time before you have to start scrolling. I mean, I keep mine kind of centered. The mini map is fantastic though. So what I mean, back to the backpack though. I mean, it's something that, I mean, I highly recommend anyone who's going to do this, like, play with the interface for about 15 minutes. It doesn't really take long to find something that you're comfortable with. I'm just gonna have to get comfortable with the hotkeys for PKing on the action bar. But that's about it for this video, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.